Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Abdul Akbar, and I will interpret from Indonesian to English.
Welcome to Through My Life Indonesia. Survei mengatakan bahwa banyak nih yang nonton tapi nggak subscribe. Sekarang yuk pencet tombol subscribe. Iya, tombol yang merah itu. Dan juga tekan loncengnya. Terima kasih atas partisipasinya. Karena lonceng Anda bahagia kami.
Welcome to Draw My Life Indonesia. The survey said that many people watched the video but didn't subscribe. Now let's press the subscribe button. Yup, the red one. And also press the bell. Thank you for participating because your bell is making us happy.
Tobias Justin atau yang kita kenal dengan nama Jess No Limit adalah salah satu YouTuber gaming terbesar di Indonesia. Ia lahir di Jakarta pada tanggal 5 Februari 1996. Sewaktu TK, Jess adalah anak yang memiliki kepribadian aktif dan sedikit bandel. Namun meski begitu, Jess bisa dikategorikan sebagai anak yang pandai.
Tobias Justin, or what we know as Jess No Limit, is one of the biggest gaming YouTubers in Indonesia. He was born in Jakarta on February 5, 1996. Jess is a child who has an active personality and is a little naughty. But even so, Jess can be categorized as a smart child.
Ia mulai bermain game sejak usia kanak-kanak menggunakan fasilitas PC milik ayahnya yang merupakan seorang desainer. Ia mengaku masa kecilnya cukup beruntung karena sudah bisa menggunakan komputer untuk bermain game. Game pertama yang ia mainkan adalah game Sega.
He started playing games from a young age using the PC facilities owned by his father, who is a designer. He admitted that his childhood was lucky enough to be able to use a computer to play games. His first game he played was Sega.
Ketika Jess duduk di bangku SD, ia berubah menjadi anak yang pendiam, namun tetap berprestasi. Ia pernah menjuarai lomba menggambar, mewarnai, dan mengetik. Di masa ini ia mulai mengenal permainan game online berkat salah satu temannya yang mengajaknya ke warnet. Jess sering sekali memainkan game Gunbound, Ragnarok, dan Counter-Strike yang kemudian menjadi game favoritnya. Kebiasaannya bermain game bahkan berlanjut hingga SMP. Hampir setiap minggu ia bermain game dan membeli paket dengan durasi mencapai 10 jam. Ia bermain game dari pagi hingga menjelang sore.
When Jess was in elementary school, he turned into a quiet child but still performed well. He has ever won a drawing, coloring, and typing competition, and during this time he started to get to know online games thanks to one of his friends who took him to an internet cafe. Jess often plays Gunbound, Ragnarok, and Counter-Strike game, which later became his favorite game. His habit of playing games even continued into junior high school. Almost every week he plays games and we package with a duration up to 10 hours. He played games from morning until late afternoon.
Pada suatu ketika ada salah satu tim game online ternama dari Indonesia yang mengajaknya bergabung. Namun Jess tidak diizinkan oleh sang ibu untuk ikut bergabung dengan tim tersebut. Ia pun akhirnya harus mengubur mimpinya dalam-dalam untuk menjadi gamer profesional.
One time there was one of the well-known online game teams from Indonesia who invited him to join, but Jess was not allowed by his mother to join the team. He finally had to bury his dreams to become a professional gamer.
Dirinya dikenal sebagai siswa berprestasi dalam bidang akademik dan non-akademik. Terbukti dia pernah menjadi juara dalam olahraga basket di sekolahnya.
He is known as an outstanding student in both academic and non-academic fields. It is proven that he had ever been a champion in a basketball competition at his school.
Masuk ke SMA mungkin bagi sebagian orang adalah masa yang menyenangkan. Namun berbeda dengan Jess, ia menganggap bahwa masa SMA adalah masa yang paling membosankan, sehingga ia lebih memilih untuk bermain game Dota hingga larut malam, dan itu dilakukannya hampir setiap hari.
Entering high school may be fun for some people, but unlike Jess, he considers that high school is the most boring period, so he prefers to play Dota games until late at night, and he does it almost every day.
Jess kemudian melanjutkan studinya di Bina Nusantara Jakarta dan masuk jurusan IT. Saat kuliah, Jess kemudian menjajal untuk menjadi seorang reseller barang-barang impor yang ia beli dari temannya dan menjualnya kembali di internet.
Jess then continued his studies at Bina Nusantara, Jakarta and entered the IT department. During college, Jess then tried to become a reseller of imported goods that he bought from his friends, and resold them on the internet.
Ia pun mendapat penghasilan yang lumayan sehingga mampu membeli barang yang ia inginkan, yaitu headset gaming. Mendapat keuntungan yang
He also gets a decent income so he can buy the item he wants, a gaming headset.
cukup banyak dari berjualan, Jess pun mencoba peruntungan dengan menjual barang lain. Ia kemudian mencoba berjualan voucher aplikasi yang ia jual kepada teman-temannya yang ia share di beberapa grup media sosial.
Getting a lot of profit from selling, Jess trying his luck by selling other goods. He then tried selling application vouchers that he sold to his friends, which he shared on several social media groups.
Jess pun rela mengorbankan banyak waktu dan tenaga setiap harinya demi mendapatkan voucher. Ia bahkan pergi ke tempat berjualan handphone terlengkap di Jakarta Barat dan menelusuri setiap lantainya demi mendapatkan voucher dengan harga yang paling murah.
Jess is also willing to sacrifice a lot of time and energy every day to get vouchers. He even went to the most complete mobile phone selling spot in West Jakarta and searched its floor to get a voucher at the cheapest price.
Perjuangan Jess pun tak sia-sia. Ia mendapat respon yang positif sehingga ia mendapat penghasilan jutaan rupiah dan mampu mengumpulkan uang hingga ratusan juta rupiah. Hal ini membuat Jess tidak fokus kuliah. Jess pun akhirnya mengorbankan kuliahnya dan memilih untuk fokus pada bisnis yang ia tekuni.
This struggle was not in vain. He got a positive response so that he earned millions of rupiah and was able to saving up to hundreds of millions of rupiah. This made Jess not focus on studying and sacrifice his studies and choose to focus on the business that he was chosen.
Namun tidak berselang lama, voucher yang menjadi mata pencariannya berhenti berproduksi. Jess akhirnya memutuskan untuk menjual pemutih gigi, namun usahanya ini tidak membuahkan hasil karena ia ditipu orang. Di sinilah Jess merasa menyesal karena telah mengorbankan perkuliahannya. Ia berusaha untuk bangkit dan mulai belajar tentang MLM.
But not too long after that, the voucher that became his livelihood stopped producing. Jess finally decided to sell teeth whitener. However, his effort did not produce result because he was deceived by people. This is where Jess felt sorry that he has sacrificed his studies and tries to get up and starting learning about MLM.
Jess bekerja dengan giat demi mendapatkan penghasilan yang besar. Kali ini usahanya kembali berhasil. Ia bisa meraup keuntungan yang cukup besar bagi anak seusianya saat itu.
Jess worked hard to get a big income this time. His business was successful again. He was able to reap a large net profit for his age at that time.
Pada saat itu, Jess mulai merasa kehilangan jati dirinya dan banyak yang berkata bahwa ia menjadi sombong. Ia menjadi pribadi yang malas dan suka menghambur-hamburkan uang. Jess memiliki hutang dengan jumlah yang cukup besar. Ia juga tidak mendapatkan penghasilan lagi karena perusahaan tempatnya bekerja sedang libur untuk mengurus surat izin. Akibatnya ia merasa depresi dan Jess memilih untuk berdiam di kamar sambil bermain game online untuk menghibur diri.
Jess began to feel like he was losing himself and many say that he was becoming arrogant. He becomes a lazy person and likes to wasting money. Jess has quite large amount of debt. He also did not get any income because the company where he worked was on vacation to arrange for a permit. As a result, he felt depressed and Jess chose to stay in the room while playing Mobile Legends to distract himself.
Pada tahun 2017, secara tidak sengaja Jess melihat iklan game Mobile Legends. Merasa tertarik dengan game tersebut, ia mengunduhnya dan memainkannya. Dari pemain solo hingga akhirnya ia bisa memiliki teman untuk melakukan push rank.
In 2017, Jess accidentally saw an advertisement for the Mobile Legends game and feeling interested in the game. He downloaded and played from solo players until finally he could have friends to do competitive match.
Sering bermain Mobile Legends akhirnya mempertemukan Jess dengan tim gamer profesional, Saints. Ia pun berhasil berkenalan dengan salah satu anggotanya yaitu Saints Baby. Awal perkenalan itulah yang akhirnya membuat Jess diajak bergabung menjadi salah satu member Saints dan sekaligus mengubah namanya menjadi Saints Jess.
He often plays Mobile Legends game and finally brings Jess together with the professional gamer team, Saints. He also managed to get acquainted with one of its members, namely the Saints Baby. The initial introduction was eventually led to Jess being invited to join as a member of Saints, at the same time changing his name to Saints Jess. He often participates in various Mobile Legends tournaments and managed to place him in the top 2 of the world in Season 4.
Ia sering mengikuti berbagai turnamen Mobile Legends dan berhasil menempatkannya pada posisi top 2 dunia pada Season 4. Meskipun sudah mencapai posisi tinggi dan mendapatkan popularitas, Jess harus menjual akun Saint Jess demi mendapatkan penghasilan.
He often participates in various Mobile Legends tournaments and managed to place him in the top 2 of the world in Season 4. Even though he had reached high position and gained popularity, Jess sold Jess' account for the sake of getting income.
Kemudian ia memutuskan untuk menjadi joki bintang di Mobile Legends. Dari sini ia bisa mendapatkan penghasilan 1 juta hingga 2 juta rupiah dalam seminggu. Lama-kelamaan pendapatan Jess pun meningkat menjadi 2 kali lipat karena mendapatkan banyak pelanggan.
Then he decided to become a star racer in Mobile Legends. From here, he could earn 1 million to 2 million rupiah in a week. Over time, Jess' income doubled due to getting a lot of customers.
Merasa lelah dengan aktivitasnya ini, Jess akhirnya memutuskan untuk berhenti menjadi joki. Jess kemudian membuat official account di Line dan ia sering membagikan berbagai macam tips serta trik untuk bermain Mobile Legends. Ia berhasil mendapatkan uang puluhan juta rupiah per bulannya.
Feeling tired from his activities, Jess decided to stop being a star racer. Jess then created an official account Line, and he often shared various tips and tricks for playing Mobile Legends. He managed to get tens of millions rupiah per month.
Masih di tahun 2017, Jess ikut serta dalam turnamen Mobile Legends yaitu MSC 2017. Namun Jess harus menelan kekecewaan karena kalah oleh skuad lain. Merasa kecewa dan sedih, Jess akhirnya menghapus permainan Mobile Legends. Setelah beberapa waktu, ia kemudian kembali menginstal game Mobile Legends.
Still in 2017, Jess participated in the Mobile Legends tournament MSC 2017, Jess had to swallow the disappointment of losing to another squad. Feeling disappointed and sad, at the same time, he deleted the Mobile Legends game.
Pada 7 September 2017, Jess membuat channel YouTube yang ia beri nama Jess No Limit. Channel YouTube-nya ini ia gunakan untuk live streaming. Ia mencoba untuk menghubungi beberapa YouTuber gaming, namun hanya mendapat respon dari Mas Diki atau yang lebih dikenal dengan Tampan Gaming. Melalui Mas Diki, Jess banyak mengetahui tentang YouTube. Ia semakin giat menjadi seorang YouTuber dan memutuskan untuk istirahat dari dunia pro player.
On 7 September 2017, Jess created a YouTube channel which named Jess No Limit. He used this YouTube channel for live streaming. He tried to contact several gaming YouTubers, but only got a response from Diki, or better known as Tampan Gaming. Through Diki, Jess knowing a lot about YouTube, he became increasingly active as a YouTuber and decided to take a break from the world of pro player. Tetapi pada akhirnya, ia kembali menerima tawaran untuk bergabung dengan tim gamer profesional EVOS Esports pada turnamen Mobile Legends. Bersama dengan EVOS inilah, ia akhirnya berhasil menjadi pemain top global pada season 6 silam. Hal tersebut tentu mengubah hidupnya karena merupakan pencapaian yang luar biasa. But in the end, he again accepted an offer to join the professional gamer team EVOS Esports in the Mobile Legends tournament. together with EVOS. This is where he finally managed to become a global top player in season 6. This has changed his life because it is an extraordinary achievement.
Pada tahun 2018, di penghargaan tahunan Net TV, Jess berhasil menyabet gelar Digital Persona of the Year. Jess juga pernah diundang untuk ngobrol bersama Mary Riana di I'm Possible, acara hitam putih bersama Deddy Corbuzier, acara Good Gamer di Kompas TV, dan pernah diundang oleh Presiden Jokowi ke Istana Negara untuk berbincang mengenai e-sport dan Mobile Legends pada bulan Agustus 2018 lalu.
In 2018, the annual Net TV Switch Awards, she successfully won the Digital Persona Person of the Year title. Jess was also invited to have conversation with Mary Riana on I'm Possible, the Black and White event with Deddy Corbuzier, a Good Gamer event on Kompas TV, and was once invited by President Joko Widodo to the State Palace to talk about eSport and Mobile Legends in August 2018.
Ia pun digandeng Ruang Guru sebagai brand ambassador.
He also collaborated with the Ruang Guru as the brand ambassador.
Jess No Limit juga ditetapkan sebagai Duta Piala Presiden eSport 2019 bersama dengan Maman Maungsi. Pada Oktober 2019, akhirnya Jess resmi keluar dari EVOS dan kembali fokus menjadi YouTuber gaming.
Jess No Limit was also appointed as the 2019 Esports Presidential Cup Ambassador along with Maman Maungsi. In October 2019, Jess officially left EVOS and returned to focus being a gaming YouTuber.
Kini, channel Jess No Limit sudah memiliki lebih dari 11 juta subscribers dan sudah mengunggah 876 video. Melalui YouTube-nya saja, ia bisa menghasilkan 1,2 miliar hingga 4,3 miliar per bulannya bila dilansir dari nuxinfluencer.com.
Now the subscriber has already 9 million subscribers and has uploaded 876 videos. Through video YouTube alone, he can generate 1.2 billion to 4.3 billion per month, rupiah per month, quoted from nuxinfluencer.com.
Dengan penghasilan tersebut, tidak heran jika kini Jess berhasil membeli barang impiannya sejak kecil, yaitu mobil Ferrari California merah, Mercedes-Benz SLK merah, jam tangan Rolex, dan lainnya.
With this income, it's not surprising if Jess has managed to buy the items he had dreaming of since he was a child. A red Ferrari California car, a red Mercedes-Benz SLK, Rolex watch, and the others.
Sepak terjangnya dianggap menginspirasi anak muda karena selain kemampuannya yang mumpuni, keberhasilan Jess No Limit juga ditunjang kegigihannya untuk terus berusaha dan selalu rendah hati.
His actions are considered to be inspiring for young people because in addition to his ability, Jess No Limit's success is also supported by his persistence to keep trying and always be humble.
Dalam setiap kontennya, Jess selalu menyajikan konten real dengan bahasa yang sopan. Tak heran, dia dicintai oleh para penggemarnya.
In every content, Jess always present real content with polite language. It's not surprising that he is loved by his fans.
Terima kasih sudah menonton video ini hingga akhir. Jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan komen di kolom komentar apabila ada tokoh atau artis yang ingin kalian tonton selanjutnya.
Thank you for watching this video until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comments column if there's a figure or artist that you want to watch next. Maybe that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.